when I was in high school, I was more of a troublemaker, and there was a lot of things that happened in the house growing up. So all that caught up with me, and I ended up being a really unhappy and angry son. My mom placed me in the confirmation program, not knowing what else really to do with me at the time. She would say, if the church didn't fix you, I didn't know what else could fix you, But there I had a really good teacher, Mr. Felix, who had a really big impact for me in my life. Like the way he would teach us, treat us like adults, the way he was very just honest about his faith, that struck a chord with me and made me start wanting to have more of a change. After high school, I spent the next few years in community college, just giving myself that time to grow and be more involved in the parish. My faith was always going up and down. And there wasn't a constant commitment to my life of prayer. So it was then that I made a commitment to start praying daily. And after a year's time, I was toward the end of finishing community college, and I decided to take more seriously the call, thinking that it was the next step in my life. One thing I look forward to is the impact I'll make on people's lives. I've encountered people throughout the years that would just talk about the impact that other priests have had on them. My dream would be that people throughout the daily course of their lives just spend a lot more time intentionally with God. Like with their next breath, the next moment of sight, the next moment they see Him in the Eucharist. Like if people just knew how much they were worth in the eyes of God, if they knew how much they're worth to Him, and the change that God would want to see in them, so He could be more with them, and then just the glory they would bring to Him, and just sharing their life with Him, and making it count, right? It's like He gave us all of these sacraments to help us to get there. He gave us the Scripture to know who He is. He came down to spend time with us, to be with us, and did all the work that He needed to do so we could be redeemed, but then also sanctified later on through our life in the sacramental life of the church. Just to make that count, like to really be intentional about that. I think that would be my dream, where people really understand what they have and value it, and really like make that count.